In medical news today, there has been a drastic increase in the number of children and teens being treated for heat exhaustion and heat stroke right here in South Florida. Last week's tragic death of a Miami teenager during gym class drives home the fact that too much time in the sun can be dangerous, sometimes deadly. Local 10's Christy Kruger shows you how to beat our heat.
Baseball has been a major part of Jacob Frizzaro's life for 10 years. The 15-year-old infielder admits the afternoon practices and games can be miserable.
You know, you're out there, sun's beating down on you. We're standing mostly a lot of the day. So, especially if there's a long inning, you know, you're out there on the field and then you have to come in your first or second up to hit. It's terrible.
Terrible and dangerous. Whether it's baseball, football practice, or training for track, our young athletes are at risk for heat exhaustion.
When people are feeling faint, when they're nauseous, when they're vomiting, that's when we start thinking about heat exhaustion. They're still sweating, they're still able to think clearly.
But kids can go from bad to worse very quickly with heat stroke.
They're now no longer sweating appropriately. Their skin is clammy and dry, and their temperature has now reached into about 105, 106 degree level.
Jacob recently experienced heat exhaustion.
The heat just got to me though, and I threw up about 3 times on the field. My legs got all tired and everything. And
heat exhaustion can be treated right there on the playing field or sidelines. But with heat stroke, you really need to get to a doctor or to a hospital. And there's an easy way to tell: a urine test. The darker the urine, the more serious the situation. Darker urine means you've lost too much fluid. Doctors say hydration during and even well before any athletic activity is key.
2 to 3 hours before participation in any athletic activity outdoors, patients need to make sure that they're appropriately hydrated. That's usually drinking 16 to 24 ounces of water or a sports drink. And then 20 minutes before participation in activity, you need to drink 8 to 12 ounces of water or a sports drink as well.
That's advice Jacob now follows to keep on the ball and in the game. Another thing to keep in mind, if your kids are taking antihistamines or perhaps antidepressants, those medications can really lower their tolerance to heat. Also, don't drink sodas or coffee before playing a sport. That caffeine can cause dangerous dehydration. With your health news, I'm Christy Kruger, Local 10 News.